Hey everyone, let's talk about How to Train Your Dragon live action remake movie. This is a non spoiler review since it's only been out a week, but I still want everyone to get a chance to watch this movie because this is a great movie. Even though nothing's really changed in this one, there's very minimal changes, but it's still a great movie to watch. I'm glad Dean DeBlois returned as a director for this movie because he heard that DreamWorks was making this movie and he stepped up saying, "Hey, I know the characters, I know the story, let me be the director of this." And the other co-director for the original How to Train Your Dragon, Chris Sanders, returned as an executive producer, which I don't mind at all. He was also the director of Lilo and Stitch, and you can thank him for both of the original movies because he takes inspiration of the way Stitch looks and applies that to Toothless. So that's why those two iconic creatures look alike and why they're both such adored by many fans. Overall, this movie is an almost shot for shot remake of the original, and I say almost because it's not entirely copy and paste. There are some minimal changes that don't really impact or change the story at all. One of them I would say is Astrid. They provide more lore for her in terms of like how she grew up, what motivates her to want to be a Viking for real. And another minimal change what I think is really cool, they added more diversity to the Vikings of Berk. And speaking of Vikings, we get Gerard Butler returning to reprise his role as Stoic, Hiccup's dad, which is awesome because I don't think anyone else can play Stoic as well as he can. And just kind of going through the characters real quick, the actor who plays Hiccup, he did a great job playing such a quirky, awkward underdog character. And the actress who plays Astrid, of course, she did a phenomenal job. She has that fiery spirit that makes Astrid Astrid. The rest of the gang, they did a pretty decent job. Even Gobber, who's such a cartoony character, it still fits with the story. Now, talking about Toothless, he looks exactly like he was in the original movie. From the gummy smile to the dog, cat, bat features. And comparing that to the rest of the dragons, the other dragons look more realistic, beast looking, which is completely fine. They still look great. We're not really focusing on those dragons. We're mainly focusing on Toothless and Hiccup as they form their bond. And I rate this movie 4 out of 5 stars on Letterboxd, which translates to like 8 out of 10. It's still a very good story, even though it's pretty much the same almost as the original How to Train Your Dragon movie. But this is still one of the better live action remakes compared to Disney's long list of live action remakes. And that says something.